friends, today here again we are with a new video, and today my topic is from electrostatic. In electrostatic I am going to deal with the topic electric field on the axial line for a dipole. In the beginning of electrostatic in your 12th class, you might have seen that the topics were just to read and clear your concept before this derivation. Okay, like you have done what are the charges, what are the properties of charges, then sigma, lambda, rho, the line charge, surface charge and volume charge, about that continuous charge distribution, densities. Then you have seen about the lines of force, and then you started with the charge. Coulomb's law also that you have studied is about the force between the two charges, correct, and its vector form. Nothing to derive it. So this is the first topic जहाँ से हम start करते हैं कि how you will get your formula. Okay. So before coming to the axial line for a dipole, how to calculate electric field, I will start that what do you mean by the field. Which field? Electric field. See students, my videos are purely to teach you about the concept and content topic of 12th class. Go through the topic, practice at your home. Okay. So here E field means electric field is what? Suppose I am having a charge Q. My charge Q is known as source charge. So the region or area around the source charge. See, source charge can be positive or can be negative. This is a source charge means suppose if I will keep a magnet on my hand, अगर मैं मैग्नेट रखती हूँ तो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन एंड रिपल्शन के लिए आपको उसके आसपास आना पड़ेगा. दैट मीन्स द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ मैग्नेट विल बी नियर इट्स विस्कोसिटी. सेम वे चार्ज का भी इन्फ्लुएंस एक दायरा, एक रीजन, एक स्पेस होता है जहां वो दूसरे टेस्ट चार्ज पर या दूसरे चार्जेस पर अपना इफेक्ट शो कर सकता है. तो हम आने वाला एक चार्ज लेंगे विच इज टर्म्ड एज टेस्ट चार्ज. Keep in mind, this test charge is always very small and always positive. Why very small? Sometimes question comes कि why the test charge are infinitely small? This is because its own influence will not be there. इसका अपना, it is also a charge ना, उसकी अपनी भी खुद की field होगी, लेकिन source charge के सामने उसको हम negligible मानेंगे. So it is always very small. So field is what? It's the region, it's the space around the source charge where the test charge experiences the force of attraction or force of repulsion. Keep in mind student, always write in your own words. Don't mug up the definition as it is. Now what the test charge is feeling? It is feeling, experiencing the force by the source charge. तो जो फोर्स वो एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा है पर यूनिट चार्ज इज टर्म्ड एज योर इंटेंसिटी E. So this is one basic formula you are getting from here कि E is equal to F by Q naught. Unit of force is Newton and charge is Coulomb. So from here only you will get its Newton per Coulomb. Unit, dimension and definition. All together you have to, in the beginning of the chapter you have to continuously in this way only you have to study, so that the year end you should all definition, dimension and formula should be clear to you. So definition भी अगर मैं यहाँ से बोलना चाहूँ तो क्या बोलूँगी? Force experience per unit test charge. Okay. Lines of force when you are drawing in this near vicinity you have to move a test charge. जब हम lines of force draw करते हैं तो test charge को source charge की चारों ओर घुमाते हैं. तो बहुत क्लियर है कि lines of force आउटवर्ड जाएंगी जब हमारा source charge पॉजिटिव है, क्योंकि आने वाला test charge तो हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहेगा, और lines of force इन्वर्ट हो जाएंगी अगर हमारा सोर्स चार्ज नेगेटिव है, क्योंकि आने वाला टेस्ट चार्ज पॉजिटिव है. इसीलिए अगर मैं एक प्लस क्यू और एक माइनस क्यू टेस्ट चार्ज रखूं, सो व्हाट विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ लाइंस ऑफ फोर्स? इट विल बी फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव. So lines of force are the imaginary closed curve which is drawn with the help of a test charge when it is moved in its vicinity if it is free to do so. Clear? So till here I hope it is clear to you. Now electric field intensity, I got the term E. Now let us calculate that. Suppose if I am having a source charge Q, okay, here at the origin I am having a source charge Q and I placed a test charge Q naught at a distance R. Assume it. So if it is positive, this is positive, so I can know very well the lines of force will be outward. So I have drawn an outward direction, and this test charge Q naught will feel two forces because of source charge. One, it will feel just now which I have told you कि E is nothing but F upon Q naught, means F is nothing but Q naught E. This will be my first equation. This is the force experienced by the test charge in the field. Okay, it's an intensity. But the second force that it will feel is due to the Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law says that 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. So first charge is plus Q, second charge is Q naught. So Q and Q naught by the distance between them, that is R square. These two forces are experienced by टेस्ट चार्ज, तो हम दोनों को इक्वेट कर सकते हैं एंड आई विल गेट इट दैट Q नॉट E इज इक्वल टू K Q नॉट बाय R स्क्वायर. दोनों तरफ हमारा Q नॉट कैंसिल हो जाएगा एंड आई विल गेट द फॉर्मूला फॉर E इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट Q बाय R स्क्वायर. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर electric field intensity, electric field for the point charge kept in the your xy plane. Okay, I hope this formula is clear. This is a small derivation which, because I am going to use this formula here, vector form. Yes, one more thing I would like to again explain you in this topic is the vector form. When you have done your vector form for Coulomb's law, here if I will say vector form, then keep in mind it's a Q upon R square. Along with that, one R cap is introduced. R cap is a unit vector, as you have done in your 11th I, J, K, 3 unit vectors in the 3 orthogonal axes. So what is the formula for R cap? It is nothing but vector R upon mod R. So when you will put this value, you will get E is nothing but K Q. Now instead of R cap, here I will have vector R, mod R and R square will become R cube. So this is the vector form of the electric field, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R cube into vector R. This is very important thing, but because we are using in direction, we are directly write only the magnitude. Now here comes our topic. So I told you about the field, then about its intensity and how to calculate the electric field for a point charge. And we have got one formula, E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Okay, now let us take again system of the two charges plus and minus Q. So I am having two charges. Now they are forming a system. System means what? दोनों साथ में हैं, और अगर दोनों साथ में हैं तो उनकी एक कोई फिक्स दूरी है. Let it be 2L, आप 2A भी ले सकते हैं. So this fixed distance is actual length of the two charges. Okay. So आपने ये जो सिस्टम बनाया इसको हम डाइपोल कहते हैं. Like magnet is having two dipole, one in north and one in south. Same way, a dipole is having also two charges. System of two charges equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, separated by a certain fixed distance. Like 2L is the fixed distance, is termed as a dipole. Now students, you have studied 9/11th. When a couple of forces acting on a body equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, they start rotating. That means moment of force you have calculated, and that moment of force gives you torque, that turning and twisting effect. Same way here I am having two charges equal in magnitude, opposite in direction will definitely give you its moment. So moment of the dipole is represented by P, and this is nothing but product of any one of the charge into distance between them. That means Q into 2L. One of the charge, I am taking only magnitude, no direction, and the total distance between them 2L. Its unit from here it is coulomb into meter, and dimension when you will study. So in 11th you have used mass, length and time as a fundamental dimensional system. Here one more you have to use this year in 12th, that is ampere. So I hope this formula is known to everyone, that what is current? Current is charge upon time. So what is charge? It is in ampere into time. So now I am going to use the dimension ampere into time. So from here it is very clear, AT and L. That means ATL is the dimension of dipole moment. So this formula again, second formula I got into notice this, the dipole moment P is equal to 2QL. These two formula are going to be very useful in our derivation. Now see, I am going to calculate what? Electric field on the axial line of a dipole. See, topic should be very clear what we are going to find out. So let us consider our dipole, which is of minus Q and plus Q, the distance between them as 2L. And the last time also I told you that whatever you are writing is just your own words, what are you are considering, means what is your diagram is saying to you. Okay, now I will consider one point along its axis. Let this point be P, and name of my dipole is A and B. So that point P is the point where I have to calculate the electric field due to this dipole. So consider that point at a distance r from the center. See, student can take any term. I said, you know, this you can take 2a, this you can take a, or you can take L. It's your choice. No problem in that. Now dipole is divided half-half. That means here I can have AO as L and OB as L. I think this much diagram is clear to you. Now when I am going to calculate the field at the point P, let us consider that plus Q is our source charge and I am going to keep one test charge here. Just now I told you कि test charge is always positive, वो हमेशा positive होगा. तो positive आपस में कैसी force देंगे? Repulsive force देंगे. तो E1 जो मेरा direction है वो कैसा होगा? Outward बनेगा. तो इसके लिए मैं field का formula लिखूंगी कि E1 is nothing but due to plus Q charge, it is K Q upon BP square. This is my first equation. How I got it? KQ, this term I have taken as K, and R square मतलब distance का square, और distance हमको किसके बीच का नोट करना है? B और P के बीच का करना है, तो BP square. Now BP I don't know exactly क्या है, but मुझे ये पता है कि OP मेरा R है and OB मेरा L है. That means हमको दिखाई दे रहा है कि BP is nothing but R minus L. उस पूरे R को हम L से माइनस कर देंगे. So what is now my E1? E1 is electric field due to plus Q, and this is K Q by R minus L the whole square. This is my equation number 2. I hope this is clear to you. Now same way I am going to calculate the electric field E2. E2 किसके कारण है? अब हमारा सोर्स चार्ज कौन है? माइनस Q है. तो माइनस Q के कारण अगर यहाँ हमने टेस्ट चार्ज अज्यूम किया है तो E2 मेरा कैसा होगा? अट्रैक्टिव होगा, मतलब एरो विल बी towards it. Okay, if you want, if you wish, because it's a vector quantity, you can mention here direct. Like here I can mention the direction as along BP. करेक्ट, आप ऐसा भी मेंशन कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ हमारा E2 कहाँ लग रहा है? along PA लगेगा, and the formula is KQ by AP square. और हम यहाँ साइड में लिख सकते हैं along PA. My direction is along P to A because it is attractive. अब E2 का formula KQ. Now what is AP? AP again I can see A to O. It is L, and A to P I don't know, but O to P I know as R. So R plus L the whole square. This is my third equation. So I have got E1 due to plus Q and E2 due to minus Q. If you want you can mention here. Here source charge is minus Q. अब ये दोनों फील्ड हमको मिल गई हैं. कहाँ लग रही है? पॉइंट P पर लग रही है, और दोनों ही फील्ड जो है वो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में है. सो अगेन वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड कि जब दो वेक्टर क्वांटिटी एक ही डायरेक्शन में लगती हैं सो वी आर एडिंग इट. अगर अपोजिट डायरेक्शन है तो वी आर डूइंग इट सब्सट्रैक्शन. यानी दोनों वेक्टर क्वांटिटी नेट फील्ड निकालने के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? या तो E1 माइनस E2 करें या तो E2 माइनस E1 करें, और हमेशा बड़े से छोटा माइनस करना है. तो अब E1 बड़ा है या E2 बड़ा है? फॉर दैट अगेन यू हैव टू सी दिस फॉर्मूला इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं कि E इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू डिस्टेंस. इनवर्सली का मतलब जिसका डिस्टेंस ज्यादा उसकी फील्ड इंटेंसिटी कम. अगर हम डिस्टेंस देखें तो AP का ज्यादा है. अगर AP की हमारी इंटेंसिटी ज्यादा, डिस्टेंस ज्यादा है तो फील्ड इंटेंसिटी कम होगी. सो नाउ माय द नेट रिजल्टेंट फील्ड विल बी. So net resultant field will be, I will subtract the equation, and what will be the equation? E is equal to, this is because of AP tha, and that is distance is more, field is less, so that means E1 minus E2. And just I have calculated what is E, it's KQ by R minus L the whole square minus KQ by R plus L the whole square, isn't it? These two will give you the net electric field. Now because many bio students are also there, those who are watching the video, so I am going to solve the equation completely. So now I will take common K and Q, means 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Q I can take common, and I will take the LCM. LCM means R minus L the whole square into R plus L the whole square. Here I will get R plus L the whole square minus R minus L the whole square. Students, make it very clear. I am going to use only two identities. What are the two identities? I am going to either use A plus B the whole square, or I will use A square minus B square is equal to A plus B, A minus B. Only two identity I will use. So see here. Now what is it is? K, Q. Let this term is A and this term is B. So what I am saying? A plus B in one bracket, A minus B in one bracket. See, whenever you are using minus sign, always use the brackets, because sometimes it becomes a silly mistake you can do. Now open the bracket as A square plus B square minus 2AB and A square plus B square plus 2AB. I hope this much is clear. Now in the first bracket I can see L is cancelled. And here in the second bracket when I will open, minus R and it will become plus L. So R is cancelled. Correct? Here in denominator I will take R square plus L square as A and 2RL as B. So again I am having the formula A minus B, A plus B. Same identity I will use, and numerator I will not change. Let it be KQ. You don't multiply. 2RN into 2N. Okay? And divided by A minus B, A plus B means what? R square plus L square the whole square minus 2RL the whole square. Okay? Again, the next term I will open the bracket. So E will be K, Q. Now here, sorry, don't write Q now. What is Q into 2L? Just now I have said you in the beginning the formula of Q into 2L is this dipole moment P. So it is P into 2R whole divided by, again I will open R square the whole square, A square, B square plus 2AB minus 4R square L square. This is my total term. Again in denominator you can see this is A square, this is B square, and this is plus minus means minus 2R square L square equal to K 2PR whole divided by R square the whole square plus L square the whole square minus 2R square L square. Again you can see the student, it is identity A plus B the whole square. So what is the formula for electric field? E, it's K 2PR whole divided by A square minus B square the whole square. This is the formula for electric field due to dipole on the axial line, where P is a dipole moment, K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and dipole moment is Q into 2L. 2L is the effective length of your dipole, and R is the position where you have considered the point. See, notations should be known to you very well, because this will only help you to solve the numerical. Now let us consider that the dipole is very short. बहुत छोटा डाइपोल है. अगर डाइपोल शॉर्ट है मतलब उसका L जो क्या है वो नेग्लिजिबल है as compared to R. So what will be my E? E will be K 2PR by L I can neglect, so let it be R to the power 4, and now I will get one new formula for short dipole, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P by RQ. So this is how you can calculate the electric field due to dipole on the axial line. This is very important. Sometimes derivation also comes in your board. Otherwise, for numerical also it is very important. I hope students are able to understand it very clearly. Thank you so much.